Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? I'm just getting the cultivator here, and I'm going to run it back up to the farm. We are done. We have finished all the ploughing, we have finished all the cultivating, and I have done a layer of fertilizer, so I've done one round of fertilizing on every field, except for the grass fields. I did try fertilizing some of the grass fields, but it doesn't have it. It won't have it, it won't let you do it. So today I was hoping to start doing some planting of crops, because we've done all of the rest of it, and people did express a concern at the beginning of the series that I would spend too long doing the same tasks over and over. I'd spend an entire week doing it, and I said that I wouldn't, and so far it does appear that that's what I've sort of been doing. I've been doing a lot of cultivating and ploughing, at least. This is unacceptable as far as I'm concerned. I shouldn't be doing just the same thing constantly, so what we need to do is to get a move on. We are not going to be able to start doing our planting just yet, because the ground is still only 4 degrees. If you have a look, tomorrow it's going to rain and it's going to be 10 degrees. The following day is going to be bright sunshine and we're going to reach 18 degrees. It's not going to drop below 4 degrees any day now, apart from Friday night. So I'm thinking that on Saturday or Sunday, if the temperature of the ground increases enough, we should be able to start. And remember, we're 12 days a season. The other issue that we've got with 12 days a season is keeping the animals fed and watered, because they only have enough food for 3 days. I have fed them again. We've gone on another day. It's now the 4th day. What are we doing over here? Our loan is on 0, and we've 300,000 there, 8,000 there, new vehicles. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, sold milk there today, 22,400 euros. So we didn't do too bad with selling the milk. We've got a little tiny bit of grass. That's just basically what is left over. I've topped up the power food with another load, and we need to get them some water. So what we're going to do today is, I'm just going to unhitch that one. It's already lowered, so unhitch that one. We're going to use the Deutz today for doing this. The New Holland is there. I've actually finished with that one, so let me just hop into that one a minute and put it away. We're not going to be using this one again until well, actually, when we start planting. So we may actually use it tomorrow, but we're not going to use it today. So what we've got is, we need to get some straw and we need to get some hay. We've got 4 bales of silage left, which is enough for 4 more loads of power food, which is fine. I've put some more straw in for the cows. They've got a little bit of grass out in front. They need a bit of cleaning up, and they need water. If you have a look here, water is getting low, so that's one that we do need to top up pretty quickly. So if we go and grab the Annaberger tanker, we can just nip down to the pond and we can get a bit of water. My question that I asked you all last week, I said that we're going to be getting pigs at some point. Did you want me to get them this year, or did you want me to get them next year? And most of you said you want me to get them next year. I had 1,873 people answer that question, and of those people, 194 said get them now, and 1,679 said wait until next year. A few people actually pointed out, most helpfully I might add, that doing the... Oh, I've still got nearly 14,000 litres of water in here. I didn't realise. I should pay more attention. Can I turn this around? Ooh, bad driving there. There we go. We can turn it enough that we can keep moving. Right. I was on my way to go to the pond to get some more water. Yeah, so people have pointed out that it's actually, with the Seasons mod, it's cheaper to buy animals in the winter. So what we might do is, in the winter, or near the end of winter, we might buy more pigs then. And then I think it's in the spring that you get extra animals. You don't get them at a continuous rate all year round. So we'll sort of assume at the moment that that's what we're going to do. We're going to buy pigs next winter, or this coming winter, I should say, and then we can hopefully have lots of new piglets in the spring. I'm not exactly sure when the piglets do turn up. Right, we'll put that one there and start unloading. Let's take a look here. Yeah, the reproduction rate in the next animal, it doesn't actually say there when you get them, but I do believe that cows you get more calves in summer, and then sheep and pigs, you get them in the spring. So that's something that we've got to have to look out for. Our next task today, we need more bales. We don't have any hay left, and we don't have any straw left, so we're going to have to make sure that we get some bales of each. So we're going to run up to the dealership and we're going to buy some more bales. If we don't, we're going to run into trouble. We have to have food for our animals, and we just don't have enough to keep them going until later in the year when we can harvest some grass. So let's just park that one there. We'll go and get the trailer that is in behind here, and we will run up to the dealership. We'll also take the JCB over there. We'll run that one up as well. I'll probably drive the JCB and put this one on follow. I think that might actually be the easiest way to do it, because when you use follow me on an articulated vehicle, it does sometimes get a little bit funny about it. It doesn't seem to like sort of cooperating with you properly. Can't turn too sharp with this trailer. Slight issue with it. Because it's such a long trailer, you've got to be careful that you don't turn too sharp or you end up jackknifing it. Can I get round that corner? Yeah, see, I'm already... I mean, in real life, you would be able to turn slightly sharper than that, but the trailer doesn't actually let you turn sharper than that. If you nip over here... this is over by the sheep. I'm just going to leave this one here for now. Actually, I'll tell you what. Let's just put this one away a second before we do anything else. Open up those gates. I'm going to leave this Zeta in here for now. It's not actually very far away, because you can see from the map, if I just show you very quickly on the map, you can see very easily that if you come up to the sheep, you go by the dealership is right there. So it's literally just out this road. So the sheep and the pigs is very close to the dealership. The cows are a little bit further away, where the rest of our main farm is. We've got a lot of fields around there, and we've got several fields around the pigs. We've got 2 arable fields here by the sheep as well. We've got 35 is a grass field, and 69 is a grass field. The rest are all arable fields. 86 all the way down here. This one, if you stay... This road here, it goes straight from 86, it goes all the way up through to the sheep. We don't have the ability to sell fields. There is a mod, I think, that we could sell fields, and I am considering it, but what I think we'll probably do is, after growing crops on this one this year, I think we might grass that field over, and then we're not going to have to worry about it so much. It's a nuisance it being so far away compared to all the rest of the fields. It's a bit of a nuisance it being that far away from the rest of the main farm. I've stuck one of our plows in there. The other plow is back at the cattle yard. Ooh, steady. Doesn't do to ram the vehicles into your properties like that. Let's just lower that one down. So I'll leave the Zeta here. We will be using that one when we come to doing our seed drilling, but I'll park it up there for now so that we know where it is, because we're not going to use it today. Right. I will go and get that tractor and the what do you call this one, the JCB. I'll take these 2 up to the dealership, and we can start getting some bales loaded. Actually, I think we'll rather than using the bale spike, we'll use that bale grab over there. Right, we've got all the vehicles down here, and we're just going to come in here over to pallets it is, and we want the bales. So straw bales square are more than round, and it's the same, less than round. It's the same for both of them. At the moment, we've got the grabs and stuff for the rounds, so I'm going to get those this time, and we'll buy 8. We're actually going to buy 16 of those. And we're going to buy 16 of those. We'll probably end up wanting some more silage bales, but I'm hoping that we can sort of hold out enough that we're not going to need the silage bales anytime particularly soon. And that does actually bring me to my next question. When we come to doing silage, and we're going to be doing silage obviously later in the year when the grass has grown enough, we've got to do hay, and hay... I haven't decided yet if we want to go for round bales or if we want to go for square bales, but when we do silage, do you want me to use a forager? And it probably won't be... well, I might actually use that one there, the Massey Ferguson, if we do clamp silage. But yeah, do you want me to try using a forager to do it? We did use one like that. We used that John Deere one there back in Sosnovka. And yeah, so do clamp silage, or would you rather that I did bale silage for the cows, and we just stacked up a load of bales in the clamp outside. And if we do bale silage, what we'll do is we'll go for the wrapper, not the Crone one. Apparently the Crone Ultima does have some issues when you're running seasons at the same time. I don't know why that would be, and I haven't got it enabled on this map because I've heard that there are some issues with it. So what I'm thinking it will probably do is use that one there and do a single pass operation. We will lease it so that we can do that, and then we can bale up the grass and silage it, so we've got all the silage bales to be out in the field, and then we can go and pick them up. And I think that might be a better way of doing it. I'm not quite sure. We may just do a round baler and then wrap them when we get them back to the yard. But yeah, so we'd do that if we were going to do bales, or we could clamp it. So it's your vote, it's your game. Head in the comment section down below, let us know which one you want and why, and of course don't forget to actually cast your vote in the top right hand corner. Do you want clamp silage or do you want bale silage? And for hay, a lot of people have said, could I please do small bale hay again? Because I've done some small bale hay, and I haven't done a huge amount. So I'll see what kind of bale collection that we can find for the small baler. Because at the moment we've got this one here, which is the UAL. We could auto-load onto that one. I'm only going to do small bales if we can find an auto-load of some kind. I've got no interest in doing small bales if we cannot auto-load it. The number of bales that we're going to need to run for 100 cows is going to be quite a lot, so I don't really want to be doing that if I've got to go and pick them all up manually. And I'm sure that many of you will be able to appreciate that. Those of you who've done the bales in real life will definitely be able to appreciate it, and those of you who haven't done those bales in real life, let me just point out that okay, I can't remember how to use this particular mod. What do we do? Change tool, enable automatic loading, isn't it? Like that. There. It grabs 2. I've actually grabbed 3. I've got 3 bales there. One of them is glitched. So let me just do that there. How do you unload it? Change. You know, I really can't remember how to use it now. Oh, unload is Z. Whoa! Kaboom! Right. And enable automatic loading. So what do you do now? Detach, change tool. Okay, now it's stopped altogether. Oh, it's because I've got to get close enough to it to be able to do it. So then once I move close in again, then it will load up, and then you press Z to unload, wasn't it? I think it was Z to unload. Let's just move it up here, and I'll start loading from the back this time. You don't always load from the back. Let's try putting them right there. Yeah, Z is unload bales. Right. I figured it out at last. So if we load up a few of these, I'll do some of this on screen, because quite a lot of you have asked several times if I can do this sort of thing on screen, and you can't actually use this. You can't open and close the grab fully if you have it on. Well, you just can't. It doesn't have an option for opening and closing it fully. It kind of doesn't make much sense. You'd think that it would, and you can open and close it a bit, but it doesn't actually open and close properly. With the automatic, so you do that, and if you press X, it closes it, but it doesn't just close it closes it right up, and that's closing it too much, and it ends up causing it to glitch slightly, which is a bit of a problem. So if I can do that, I'm going to have to unload that one and then load back in again. Come away from that bale. Hopefully this will work. Nope. Again, it's not worked. This is the problem with this, is not everything works smoothly. Right. Unload it there. Now, if I move away from the bale so that it sort of can reset itself, then you move in close, and you've got to do 2 together. There's one thing that people told me last time that I was using this, that you've got to move 2 of them in together, and if you don't, you end up with it not working properly. You shouldn't really load from the back like this. You should load from the front. The only reason I'm loading from the back is that it's going to be a little bit easier to squeeze everything on there because of the angles of everything involved. So we get this one round. It's nice that I can do this now without having to worry about getting the getting the grab assembled, because if you remember last time, I spent a long time messing around with the grab, unable to get it to load properly, and it ended up being not that great. I was a little bit disappointed that it did that in the end, but I mean, we did eventually get there. It took us a while. We were a little bit slow some days, but we managed it. So let me just get another couple of those. I don't know how many of these I'm going to get on. I don't really want to do more than 2 bales high. I mean, I could try to go for 3, but I just get the feeling that I'm not going to be able to pull that off properly. I think that it's just going to go horribly wrong. This grab is not brilliant for loading either, because of the way that it sort of pushes the bales around, and then they kind of don't exist for a while while you're getting things loaded up, and then they do exist, and they'll just sort of push each other away and nudge each other around a bit. Let me just bring the view around this side. We can line this up a little bit better. I'm way too far over there. And let's try it like that. How's that going to work? Ooh, I think we've done it. Excellent. Just driving into the other tractors that are parked up at the dealership. They probably don't want me to do that. Right, I'm going to finish loading this load. I'm not sure how I'm going to load it. Oh, I didn't actually mean for it to do it like that. And then we can get these bales back to the yard and start thinking about getting them unloaded and under cover. I've got one more lot to put on at the bottom, and then we've got 4 bales left. I'm going to go for it. I mean, I've done all of this, and it's going to be absolutely heartbreaking if I then have to come back and reload it all because I've done something really, really stupid, like load them wrong. But at the same time, I really want to do this. I really, really want to try. So let me just bring that one up. I want to disable the automatic loading. There's no way that we want automatic loading on this right now. So that is now disabled. If I bring that one over like that, I want to nudge the bottom of these bales in just a bit, because we need them just to go in a little way. There we go. That's enough. The bales on the other side are thinking about falling off, but they haven't fallen off yet. We are hopefully now going to be able to do this. I know that sometimes the bales don't behave themselves when you try to do something like this. If I lower that down, is it even going to pick these bales? Oh, I know why. You've got to pick it up on the side. You can't pick it up in the middle of it. But if I do that, and then if I enable the automatic loading, it'll just put 1 bale up, and I can then move forward. And it won't, once you've picked the 1 bale up, once it's closed, it won't try and do another bale. So if I can sort of put this right across the top in the middle, we don't need to have any more than that. It can just sit right up there. Now, is it going to actually let me undo it? It's not giving me the option to unload. Oh, don't do this to me. I was hoping that we could just sort of sit it up on top of there. It doesn't like it. Oh, if we come up like this, maybe? No. Down a little. Okay, let me play around with it. I might have to not have the automatic. No, we can't do it with the automatic loading. Okay. That's alright. We'll take the automatic loading off and we'll do it again. So once you come down to the ground... Okay, it's not letting me do it at all. Okay, it might just have been because I didn't actually have the grab selected. And that would make a difference. Okay, let's put that one up there. And now, hopefully... Unload! Yes! Excellent. Right, so we got 1 up there. Let's just see if we can get another one. I don't want to get too close now because I've still got the automatic loading. So I only want 1 of those bales to come back to the grab. So if I just inch forward, slowly does it. There we go, just 1 bale. And get the next one up on top of this load. This has got to be the best manual stack that I've ever done in this game. And of course, if it all goes horribly wrong in a minute and... dumps itself on the... Oh, no! No, what are you doing? Oh! No! Why has it done that? They've all moved off. They've all like... Oh, no. Oh, gutted. Talk about... Oh, talk about frustrated. I can't believe that. Right, wait a minute. I'll tell you what. Let's move this tractor over a bit and we'll put some... Let's get some straps on for a start. Start her up and we'll put straps all the way down through. Right, so... Those are held on. They should all be held on. And, oh, I can't believe I didn't... Oh, that is so annoying. So annoying. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't tip over. Whatever you do, don't tip over. Right. If I very carefully come out like that. These bales are all going to be in the way now, aren't they? I know. If I unload that one... Oh, I can't believe that those bales fell off. Oh, that is so disappointing. I was so proud of myself. I got that on. I was getting the next ones up on there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have to put these bales back on, which obviously is not what I wanted to do, as you can tell from my cries of distress. But if I can bring them over here like this, we'll stop you here. If I take the straps off. Now what's it going to do? Right, I think it's going to be okay. We'll go back from this side. And I'll drop that one down. I don't want you there. I don't want you there at all. Stop. Let go. There. Right. Let me get it reloaded. And then once it's reloaded, we can... I mean, it could have been a lot worse. It could have been a lot worse. I could have lost the entire load. Once it's reloaded, we'll then see about getting those few along the top as well. And I've got them all back on again. Let me just nudge those in. Just a little bit, not too much. Not too much. Not too much. Back. Right, jump out of there, get onto here and get those straps on. Right. Straps are on. Sort of. There's some bales there that aren't actually strapped properly. I'm hoping that they're going to hold on okay anyway, but yeah, so we've got some straps on. Now that we've got some straps in place, let's get some more bales up on top, and now I'm hoping I just need to go very carefully up to grab one of these bales. I've turned the automatic loading back on. No, I haven't. I thought I did. Let's try it again. There we go. Right, so we've got one bale here. If I put these on top without putting the straps on, it might be sufficient. We might not actually need to put the straps on anyway. We could just put them up over like this and put it down. Is it going to let go? Let go, let go, let go, let go. Please let go. Oh, it's... I don't know why it does that. It keeps changing to the actual vehicle itself. Rather than leaving it onto the bales. Maybe I've got a button wrongly mapped somewhere. I don't know. But anyway... Let's get this one up. We got one more bale down there after we've put this one on top, and these three bales, I think we are just going to leave them loose, and we'll see sort of how it goes. I just figured out which button it is. It's the button I use to extend the boom. That changes. There's also been mapped for some strange reason to change the tool selected as well. Don't know why I would have done that. That seems a very peculiar thing to go and do, but anyway. So let's get that one there, and we can drive them back. I don't know what this is going to be like driving back to the farm, and this is a bigger load than we've taken previously. We've got 4 bales of silage back there, and we've got this load here. Right, let's turn that off, fold that one up, and it didn't follow very well last time I did this, so I think what we'll do is we'll just leave him there, because I want to drive this tractor ourselves. That is a beast of a load. That is an absolute beast of a load. It's the 3 bales I'm a little bit concerned about, but I don't really want to unload. I don't really want to take the straps off, because I got a feeling that bad things will happen if I try to do that. So we won't do that. We'll do it like this, and we will take these bales home. That is quite a load. I'm quite pleased with that. I got to admit, I am rather pleased with myself for getting that load on board. It is a bit of a beast. Let's get it out of the gate. It's going to be interesting getting it around the corner. You can see how the bales have sort of drifted themselves slightly. The bale physics, they're a lot better in this one than they were in the last version of the game. A little bit is going up over there. And make it move a little bit. We better turn our beacon on. So yeah, the bale physics have improved slightly, but they're not great, as you can see. They still don't perform perfectly. I mean, of course, the other issue is that it's not just the bale physics, is it? It's the physics of being able to pick things up with the grabs and stuff like that, and they don't all work the same. And that grab there that we were using, because it doesn't have sort of an open and close function that works properly on the actual bales themselves, you've got to use the automatic loading bit on it. That does make it a little bit more difficult to operate it and get the bales loaded. If we were to do it any other way, I think maybe just the standard bale spike and then turn the bales over so that they're sideways on, but that would take a little bit of doing. It would be quite difficult to get them to sort of sit properly if we were to do that. I mean, it could probably be done, although I am thinking that now that we've done this a couple of times, this is the second time that we've gone and manually loaded up some bales, I think that maybe we ought to think about getting an auto-load trailer of some kind. Just one that's very similar to this, but if it's got an auto-load function on it, I think it would just generally be a lot better. And I believe that there are now a few of them around. I know that we've got the UAL ones from TSM Modding, and those are brilliant, but they are trailers that require dollies, and I'd rather have a trailer like this for this map because it fits a lot better. I'm not actually planning to have any kind of lorry using with this map. I don't think it would fit very well. I think it would fit a lot better if we didn't have that kind of vehicle on this map. In which case I'd rather not have trailers that require dollies as well, just to sort of keep with the feel of everything that we want to do for this map. Right, so we bring these in round here, and I'm not actually sure how much time we've got left. We are running out of time, I know that much. So this is our final load of manually loaded bales that we're going to do at least for a very long time. And after this, I'm thinking we need to sort of skip forward in time. We've got enough food now to keep the cows going for a little while. We need to kind of keep things moving so that we can get the planting done. So hopefully in our next episode we will actually start doing our planting. And for our planting we're going to be doing wheat, we're going to be doing barley, and I was thinking, it's Alt S, is it? Alt S, yes. We're going to be doing barley and we're going to be doing wheat. Now, I was considering doing canola as well, but what I'm actually thinking now is maybe we'll do some soybeans. We could, well, actually no, because we ought to consider corn. If we're going to buy pigs in the winter, we're going to want some corn available. We got a little bit in storage, I think, but we could do with a bit more. So if we do a few fields of corn, we'll do... The majority of our stuff is going to be wheat and barley this time round, and we're going to get quite a bit of straw from that. But I think perhaps we'll do a couple fields of corn over near the sheep. I don't quite know how we'll sort of plan it out. But corn has got a longer planting window than wheat. Wheat, we've got to have it with the wheat and the barley. We've got to have it planted by the end of spring. So hopefully now soon we'll be able to get it started. And then the corn, we'll be able to plant that. That's because it's got this longer window here, we can actually plant it in the early days of summer as well. The ground has got to warm up to 10 degrees though, so it's going to be more difficult. But that's our target. I think that's what we're going to do. Let's come out of there. But anyway, so in our next episode, we are hopefully going to start doing some planting. So let's just park that trailer there. We want to go and get that one now. And we run this one back. While we're running back... My question for this week, I am going to be doing some hay and some silage for our cows. What I want to know from you is, do you want me to do clamp silage or do you want me to do bale silage? If we do bale silage, we'll, I don't know how we'll do it, but we'll lease the machinery, or we'll lease the machinery for silage, whichever way we do it. I don't think that's something that we want to buy. I think because we're sort of, it's small farming that we do, it's kind of small scale stuff. And I think really that the best management, because remember this is kind of the thing about this map, is we're managing a farm, and we're doing a lot of So it's more of a managerial aspect rather than just playing the game. So that's why we keep flicking between all the machinery, seeing what we're doing. We'll lease silage equipment. It makes more sense financially to lease it than it does to just go out and buy it. So if we lease the silage equipment, whether it's for clamp silage or for bale silage, we return it as soon as it's done, and we then don't have any maintenance costs or anything like that. And we also don't have such a massive outlay. Now let me just take these straps off. There we go. We got to get these bales under cover. The silage bales don't need to go under cover. The silage bales can stay where they are. Well, they could actually come out and they could go into the feeder over there, but I don't think we will for now. Let's see how we get on with doing this a little bit. Just come up through there. So, yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, my question for this week is, do you want me to do bale silage or do you want me to do clamp silage? It's your vote, it's your game. Head into the comment section down below, let us know which one you want and why, and of course don't forget to actually cast your vote in the top right hand corner. And yes, I did just mow down the outhouse with our vehicle here. Probably not the best thing to do. Anyway, drop those in there. I'm going to get this trailer unloaded before next episode, and we'll get them all into the shed right there so they're undercover. One thing about the Seasons mod, it does force you to do things that you wouldn't always do during normal gameplay. Now, normal gameplay for me, I wouldn't bother putting all of my bales under cover because it's something I've done so much of in real life. I just don't need to do that to get enjoyment from this game. Playing the Seasons mod, I've got no choice because if I leave them out and they get rained on, they get spoiled and we lose our bales. Which is something that I actually really do like about the Seasons mod. It's a reason that I won't use the Seasons mod on all the maps that I play, because it's sort of forcing that extra ounce of realism into it. But it is a reason that I do like it, and it's something that I'll play sometimes, but it's not something that I would want to use all the time. And if you understand what I mean with that, it's so it is really good, and I can really appreciate what has been done with this mod, but at the same time it's definitely not something that I want to be doing all of the time while I'm playing this game, because sometimes you just don't want this the extra layer of realism to it. Generally though, it's excellent, and I think it's absolutely brilliant that this mod won the modding competition. I can think of no better winner for the modding competition. Even I know Black Sheep Modding's Massey Ferguson pack is absolutely brilliant, and to be honest, if they hadn't been disqualified, I think they'd have done very well. However, I don't think they'd have won. I still don't think they'd have won. Not up against this mod. This mod is just too good. There's stuff about this mod that just screams. I mean, the amount of effort and work that was put into building this thing is just amazing. So I would say that the Black Sheep Modding Massey Ferguson pack, that would have ended up coming second, and this one would still be first. The Seasons mod would still be first. At least that's my opinion. I don't know, what do you guys think? Head in the comment section. Let me know if you think that, if you agree with me, if you think that the Seasons would still have won against the Massey Ferguson pack, because of them having to be removed from the competition. It was a very unfortunate thing, and I really do feel for all the guys at the at Black Sheep Modding, because that must have been absolutely gutting to find out that someone on your team has been basically cheating. That must have been absolutely like soul destroying. You spent all this time working towards this fantastic, so you're doing this fantastic competition. You spent all this time working on it, trying to get it right, and then that gets thrown at you. It's got to be absolutely awful. Why isn't it unloading? Unload. I'm pressing the button. He doesn't seem to like it for some reason sometimes here. So lift it back up a bit. Why isn't it unloading? That's very, very peculiar. I mean, it might just be because it needs to go a little closer to the ground. Nope. Now it'll do it. Yeah, see? There's a little dip in the ground right there, and for some reason the bales aren't getting on with it very well. Which we'll see. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this episode, please head down below and give us a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. I didn't actually intend to mix the bales there, but there we go. We'll live with it. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.